Salobwa smooth, right? If you can make it, it's not like I'll eat only one. Maybe also, but for now. Oil, ezigbo mmanụ. This is salt. Then we have our pepper. We don't have fresh pepper, so we are going to be using dry pepper. This is the okpa flour. This is how it is. So I have a full bucket of okpa because I love to eat okpa. I love to prepare okpa. It's very easy to prepare. So I'm sifting the okpa flour. I'm sifting it because I don't want it to have lumps. I don't want it to have. You can leave this method though. It's not like it will cause any harm, but it is very important for me that I sift it so that during my mixture time I won't have issue. So this is what we have. Very smooth flour.
Okay, from here I'm going to be doing a voiceover, and at this point I was already adding my red oil. Basically what you use for making okpa is oil, the okpa itself, oil, pepper and salt, nothing else. Once you put any other thing, it automatically changes the taste of okpa. So I'm adding this oil now, trying to know when the oil is enough. Okay, so I'm adding it gradually and then turning it to know when I should stop putting oil, although oil is never too much for okpa. Now to add in my water, I'm adding lukewarm water, or I would say warm water, because it's not lukewarm, is not hot, it's not cold, it's like warm water. So when you add your water, you begin to turn it. I like using hand for this because it's supposed to be, when you are turning it, it removes the lump in the okpa, and then you keep turning it well so it will draw. Once the okpa is drawing well, that means you have done a wonderful job in making okpa. This is what it should be looking like. You keep turning and turning. It should draw well. Your okpa should draw very well. I know some people don't know this, but please keep turning till it draws. And once that is done, we start adding in water, and the amount of water you're going to be putting should be the amount of water that should be able to cook it. Your okpa should not be too thick, except you like your okpa being strong, or it should not be too watery. But I think at the end of the day, for me, what works for me is the okpa should just be in the middle, shouldn't be too hard. Now I added my salt. As I said earlier, salt and pepper is the only thing that is added in okpa. So once you add anything inside, you turn it so that it will not go and lump in somewhere. So I'm adding my blended pepper, dry pepper. So once I add it, I turn it. Once you add whatever you are going to add, please turn so it will not lump in somewhere. Okay, so I don't know, some other people, because I schooled in Nsukka, and for someone that schooled in Nsukka, I ate okpa for a very long time. I had my own fair share of okpa, and I would tell you that some people add in uziza seed in their okpa. It doesn't change it in any way. It's still the same thing. The uziza seed, adding uziza seed is a good twist to it. It's like, oh, Nsukka people, some part of Nsukka adding uziza seed to theirs, but the general or standard recipe for okpa should be oil, salt, and your pepper, nothing else. So I'm tying it in two because we are not here to waste leather or nylon. It is expensive, so we are tying two in one. We are doing it two in one basically. So once we are done adding this, I had to call my brother to help me because I could not tie and film at the same time, and I don't have a tripod stand to do all the remaining things. So I had to call him, and also had to call him so that he will learn, because it's not every time that I will be the one cooking up. He will have to learn. Now into the pot. This water is already a hot water. It has to be hot water that's already boiling. All right, then you start adding your, and before, what I'm doing basically is shaking it off. you will see why some of these things will go and settle, the oil will settle, and you see some part of it white. Now when it is like this, when you finish boiling it, you will see some part white and then the other part have oil. So you shake it well before you add in, and not say shake it with all your might, but shake it so that it will mix in well before going into the pot. All right, once you do this, you are basically done with your okpa. It's a very simple recipe, very simple dish, but it's packed with a lot of protein. Okpa is known to be a complete dish. It's known to be a complete diet. That is why it's a very healthy thing to eat. And the okpa is done, and it is time to taste. And for me, it's basically done. So from this side, we'll listen to whatever I said in the video. All right.
Already. There are some still inside the pot, and we are going to extract the water. So we'll cut this one first, right? Because my brother needs it to go to work. So when I cut it, package for him, and then he carries it, right? So I'm going to cut it open. Yay! Salobwaye. Smooth, right? If you can, it's not like I'll eat only one. Maybe also, but for now. Babu mama, it's a simple dish. It's not made up of a lot. Here, Jermoba, osi, na mama. Nothing else. Like, you don't add any other extra thing. Once you add, it changes the taste automatically. If you understand. So all I did now there for it's I just making Akamu is a full breakfast.
It's time to make the pap, and I would tell you for free, I don't think I've ever made pap and it becomes watery. Like, for someone that I've been making pap for so long, for my dad, like, the man likes it thick, and I learned it from him, and I started liking thick akam. My akam must be thick. So I don't know how you people find it difficult to make akam. I feel like it's just little mistake people make to get a good consistency of akam, but I must make my akam to be thick. Okay, so now that I'm done making this akam, it's time to eat my akam and okpa. Like, this is a full breakfast, like full option breakfast. And with that, I hope you learned one or two from making okpa. Please like, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.